Hey, what's up guys, it's ToFurkie here. I'm going to be doing another video on MindZ. This is a revision video on the food and the food bar system. Now, in the recent 1.3.2, or, well, 1.3 update, cookies got a buff. They now have better saturation, and as opposed to just half of bar food, it now gives you 1 bar of food. So that means that from an 8 stack of cookies, it will give you 8 food bar. Now, I previously said that cookies are the best food, which I kind of still believe is true, but if you want the best food for survivability, it goes to the mushroom stew. Mushroom stews are now more prominent in the game of MindZ, as well as they just have the best saturation in the game. Now, the reason I'm doing this revision is actually because of the saturation system, as well as some tweaks that they did in the MindZ server. So, first I want to say is bread still useless. I mean, 3 wheats for 1 bread as opposed to 2 wheat, 1 cocoa bean for 8 cookies. Nah, always choose the cookies. Screw the bread. Bread's good, but not worth it. Now, in the update, watermelon can now be stacked 4 stacks per slot, meaning that you get 4 hunger from watermelons, and it actually has a better saturation than cookies. But the thing is, it's only 4 compared to a cookie, which is 8. But you don't need to make them. You don't need to make watermelon. So I'm gonna say watermelon is higher than cookies. So the order I would say is mushroom stew for survivability. If you're like well set off, if you have armor, weapons, health potions, then make sure to have, I would say, 2 bowls of stew, mushroom stew, and probably 2 red mushrooms and 2 brown mushrooms. That would be my most ideal kind of setup if you were gonna go with the mushroom stew. You don't need the mushroom stew. I mean, it does have the best saturation, and saturation, by the way, means that your food bar will last much longer. When you eat just cookies, it won't last very long. It's gonna run out fairly quickly. But cookies in general is the most, I guess, inventory, it's the least inventory cluttering, because for one thing, all the wheat stacks, it stacks up to 3, the cocoa beans stack, and the cookies stack up to 8. That's pretty freaking good for space saving. The only trade-off is the food runs out fairly quickly. This is why I'm saying watermelon is higher on the system, because watermelon stacks up to 4, you don't need anything to make it, and it's pretty much the exact same as cookies. So the trade-off here is that you only get 4 per slot, as opposed to 8 cookies per slot. But watermelon has a higher saturation than cookies. So my order of things would probably be watermelon, then cookies, and mushroom stew. Again, you don't actually need to carry around the mushrooms. You can actually get a wooden hoe, so then whenever you need it, you can just like break mushrooms that you find on the ground and just make a instant mushroom stew. But I would still go with melons. Melons are the best. Watermelons are the best. Apples, keep them in your inventory if you have the space. If you need to throw things away, toss the apples, because apples are not that high on the system. And again, bread, garbage, not worth it. Don't even bother. Like, just kick it, throw it away in the dirt. Just don't even bother with it. Unless you find it in a chest. If you find it in a chest, keep that shit. But don't try to make it with wheat. So, anyways, this is the update on the food system in MindZ. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and hopefully this helps you out a little bit in the server. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching. Take care. Peace.